Government says it cannot accept a recommendation from the Emile Commission of Inquiry into the Ayawaso West Wuogon by-election violence for the setting up of an independent police complaints unit to deal with complaints from the public on police conduct. Now, although government is yet to issue its white paper on the report, indications are that several of the recommendations may not be accepted.
Ernest Akomia, also known as Double, had told the commission he was in possession of a firearm he was not authorized to hold, but he insisted that he fired no shots at the crime scene. The commission recommends the prosecution of Double for unauthorized possession of firearm under Section 1921 of the Criminal Offences Act. The Information Minister says Double's case has been referred to the CID. The commission also recommended the criminal prosecution of Mohammed Sulemana, who assaulted NDC MP for Ningo Prampram, Samuel Nate George. But it appears government does not accept this recommendation.
The testimony and the evidence before the commission to the effect of what the Honorable Sam George said to this gentleman was provocation, which resulted in that. And I'm sure the video is quite clear for everybody who has followed the Senate.
The Health Minister, Kweku Agyeman-Manu, has refuted claims that government has deliberately refused to complete health projects under the previous government. The minority in Parliament on the Health Committee, after touring some sites last week, accused government of doing little to complete the various hospital projects. But speaking at a press conference in Accra today, the minister stated that his outfit had secured $175 million to complete the various projects across the country.
Ghana's health sector is plagued with many challenges, ranging from inadequate health facilities and personnel, poor conditions of service for staff, inadequate medical equipment, and under-resourced health facilities, among others. As more people perish due to the gaps in the country's healthcare system, it is worrying to note that some facilities that in some cases the taxpayers' funds have been used to build are wasting away, especially when governments change hands. In 2018, it took the intervention of Citi FM and Occupy Ghana to petition President Akufo-Addo to demand the operationalization of all newly built but abandoned healthcare facilities. But over a year later, some of these projects still remain unused or uncompleted. At a media encounter today, the Minister of Health, Kweku Agyeman-Manu, briefed journalists on the progress of work so far on some of these health facilities.
My colleague and friend, Honorable Setepe, for some reason, did not renew the LC for the contractor to assess funds to continue with the projects. So when we came in, the projects had stalled. The contractor has left site because there was no funds for him to continue work with. So it became my obligation to try to find a way to get finance, renew the LC, and trigger access to funds to enable them get back to site. But the finance minister decided to look at what is it that they have done. At a glance, 175 million euro or pounds, dollars, was procured as a facility to do these 7 projects. Only one had been completed.
Government has announced plans to develop Old Fadama, a slum community here in Accra. On this edition of the Citi Newsroom, we are here in the community behind Agbogbloshie to interrogate this plan. And so we'll be engaging residents and other stakeholders on the details of this particular plan. So we are at Konkomba behind the Agbogbloshie market, Old Fadama, where the Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, has been touring to get first-hand knowledge of the issues in this community and also to profess some solutions to them. Now, he's been on tour all the way down from the Central Mosque. He's inspected drainage works on the Odao. He's gone through the community, and now we are here where residents are gathered awaiting an address by His Excellency, the Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
Successive governments have considered the settlement as illegal and therefore has not provided any significant social services. It has not provided toilets or schools or hospitals or water. And this threat of imminent removal also has resulted in a situation where the community is not taking care or making investments that are long-lasting. And this is why Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Oyene Yelia, it is time for a paradigm shift. It is time for a change. We have about 120,000 people living in this community. More than that. And so this settlement is a reality. And so government is going to deliberately provide social services to the people of Agbogbloshie.
On the Citi Newsroom today, we are coming to you from the Agbogbloshie market. Now, this is the hub for most foodstuffs. So you have people coming all over Accra to pick their foodstuff from here and then in turn sell to other people in other places. We are here today to speak to them on the general outlook of the economy, to find out what their general outlook of the economy is, and also speak to them about their sanitation as well. So let me speak to you now about something that most of you have been talking about. It is sanitation.
The sanitation. Our sanitation here is poor.
So when you want to defecate or when you want to ease yourself, where do you go?
We have a cup here. See this cup?
Which of them?
Cup, the green cup.
The green one?
Yes.
The lighter one?
Yes. If I take it,
The lemon green.
Yes, I put it under here. When I finish, then I go and put it in the gutter. I find some water. Then I wash it. Then I'll come and put it back. If my sister needs, she will also take.
So this is a communal cup that you use in urinating?
Urinating. Let me take it. Let me take it so that everybody... We didn't have anywhere we are urinating. Only this cup. If I take that, I make some style.
But that is so not cool. It's
not good. But if I come here and I will say that I will go and urinate here, if I go 5 times, it's 1 cedi. This 1 cedi I can use it for something.
Participants at the maiden edition of Citi FM and Citi TV's Ghana Rising Conference, which sought to trigger a national conversation on how to build and sustain Ghanaian businesses, have called for a reduction in the cost of doing business in the country to make Ghanaian businesses competitive globally. Now, one of the speakers, the managing partner of Confidant, a consulting firm, Michael Koto, said reducing the cost of doing business in Ghana and tackling other issues will empower indigenous companies to boost their operations and compete favorably with other foreign brands. Now, there is more in this report.
Following a survey in some supermarkets in Ghana, it emerged that 82% of products are imported. This means that only 18% of all products found on the shelves of the supermarket are made in Ghana once. The development has also made Ghana lag behind in terms of top-performing businesses in Africa.
Let's challenge the two parties. They are going to issue their manifestos. Let's get them the 7% challenge. And let's see who can promise to get the interest rate and the cost of capital. And I don't mean the prime rate. I mean the average lending rate, down to 7%. The cost of energy for business people in this country just doesn't make sense. Globally, if you want to be competitive in manufacturing, you should be selling energy to industry at no less than 5 cents per kilowatt hour. So again, let's use the same 7. Again, let's challenge the political parties as they issue their manifestos. Who can get a cost of energy to industry down to 7 cents per kilowatt hour?